Do I have a motion to approve the budgets?
Well, I have
Oh, you got one question? I'm sorry.
question. Like, so how do you choose what activities? Is there like pool, or how do you, like, this is, I'm not used to doing budgets like this. Usually the budget follows sort of the activities, so I don't, it's sort of, when you're approving this budget, you're also approving de facto what the activities are. But maybe that's already been done and I kind of missed it. I don't know. But right here.
You can answer to the past ones. I guess we've sort of always, from what I've seen, is set it up by group.
Yeah.
Which you can,
So generally, in the past, what happened was, over the summer, the executive committee or the board would meet, and they would propose set of activities, and also request the budget to go with it. And during that time, the board would then vote on which activities sort of in the budget items to put forward for the general body meeting and its approval. And so they worked over the summer quite hard to come up with those set of activities to put forward today to get the approval from the general body.
So this specific one, every one of the 5 vice presidents was asked to submit their request. For example, drug awareness, it's a teacher request. So some of that are based on the teacher's request. Career day, drug awareness, what else? Right.
Well, I just want to add, and also like new events have come in, like the spelling bee.
Oh.
The spelling bee last year with Anna taking the initiative, and now it's in the budget this
Put
year.
that on the ground right there. Or I can just put it right. That's fine.
So I with the spelling bee, like that. Oh, I don't need it. I'll try to talk loud enough. People behind me. No, so the spelling bee, which probably wasn't in the budget when we did it last year, but Anna took the initiative and started that, and so now you see it in the budget, so a continuing item.
And if you guys have specific events that we want us to consider, we don't promise that we will, but please submit that. When I speak on the microphone, my Russian accent gets even worse, so you don't want that. Anyway, where we were?
That's what I was gonna say, yeah.
Beginning of this year for general parent input on what activities you wanted more or less of. I feel like probably the parent party thing was maybe a reaction to that. So
Well,
I know you guys finalized it, but we had input.
Thanks, Valerie. And all I'll add to that is we're trying to do a better, or just be a little bit more proactive after every event to get immediate feedback from our parent population. But we need folks to actually respond. It's crazy because we make things so easy. It's just a quick link, on a website to fill out a 5-question survey. So we need you guys to spread the word that we really do want the feedback, and we're listening to it more. But we just started that in the last, school year, trying to do these surveys. So we know which events we may not want to do next year, or things we want to add. But we have to have feedback. That's the only way we can do that. So coming to the meetings, filling out the surveys, that's the only way we can do it. So.
And Kim did the overall survey this past summer, and then we're also doing one after each event, like she was saying. So those will be coming, so just make sure and that's going to help us even better to gauge each one, and plus it'll be fresh in everybody's minds as well.
Be on the lookout. Debbie Parentoni, who coordinated the school supply orders for last year, we're going to send out a quick little 3-question survey that, again, you can do online to get your feedback about, the school supply process, and should we even use this company, or do you love it, those kinds of things. But again, we have to have the feedback to even base our decisions, and so we need folks to respond. So be on the lookout for that and fill it out if you got those supplies.
Did that answer your question?
Yeah, I guess, that's, everybody's so involved and has all these great ideas. I guess I just wonder, what's the flexibility for things that are, big picture things that are happening? We just found out the Common Core exam's not going to be, the governor doesn't want to do that. I just found out today there's some, cluster movement in the city. So, though if the PTA wanted to do forums or something, that would cost money, and I don't know, is that
That's
what
where we
it's
can
discretionary
amend our budget.
for, or-
We can amend our budget.
Every
So, right.
So,
We add things to come on.
but it has to come in front of the general membership to vote.
Right.
But we can amend it at any general membership meeting or meeting that we
Well,
call.
it's a lot of work.
We will be, I will say, we will be amending this budget in October because it's gonna depend on how well the home run-a-thon does to see.
Okay,
It'll
well,
look
maybe
a
more
lot
specific,
different.
like I don't see an advocacy line on here, or like they're mostly more teacher allotments, no, a foundation can't do.
PTA cannot do, we are 501c,
Yeah, PTA
we cannot do
can't.
Yes, but
active.
you can do education and you can do a certain amount.